I'm the best, and the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see DeAndre Swift. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 6 catches, 80 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift, down to about the 23. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week. And
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
they try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. They'll run here with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. After run, 7-0 on the ace. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. He'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 5, 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No.
Coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And he'll go down. Brought down to the 20-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll set up a throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They're going to look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 3. This is Smith with the ground. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 35. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once again, it's Swift. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll look to throw. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A gain of 3, second down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. They'll drop to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Flatpenny can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It's caught. Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 73 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He was unable to complete it there. just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. His throw incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll look to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to over. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Check right.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
So it's the Eagles who get the win here.